Everyone's very well. But the questions, about 8 minutes, whatever do you got? So
this is for both of you guys, I guess, on and off the court. When you look back at your respective times at Nebraska, what has this school, this team, the state, the city meant to you as players and then as people?
Well, I've been for 3 years. Of course, that's you. Being from South Carolina, like it's a whole different atmosphere. From the weather, people, the environment, support system. But as time has moved on, you realize like how much people care for you, just outside of the sport itself. Like, of course, people love you because you're a basketball player. Like, you play for the Cornhuskers, but people actually like took the time to actually like get to know us, to know the people who actually are, like the people who actually came from. People actually like mold ourselves to be today. So we basketball players and them, but at the same time, I still consider everybody like support system, friends, stuff like that. So I would say my time in Nebraska, as times went on, it's been an amazing experience. I can't say nothing else about it. Like, it's been something that helps me mold me to the man I am today, and I appreciate everybody that helps me involved in that, like Coach Fred, even my academic advisor, Alyssa, stuff like that. So even you guys, we talk to y'all guys majority every day for real. So seeing y'all guys every day, hearing y'all voices, like conversate with y'all, like we build some type of connection there too. So my time in Nebraska, like it been an experience, and just always gonna consider it home to me for sure.
I say pretty similar. I mean, it's different. Nebraska's different coming from the South, but in 2 short years, a place has kind of been singed into my heart where I'm gonna remember this place forever. Remember everything it's done for me. Remember all the experiences, the fans. I mean, running out, the smoke, them being loud and cheering. Never been in a stadium that sells out every game or that gets as loud as the Volt. And then just the people, the long-lasting relationships that I built, and then kind of just coming into my own and growing up and kind of spreading my wings. It's been an experience, but a good experience that I've really liked actually.
What do you guys expect those emotions to be like? To be like tomorrow, and how do you put that aside when there's a job to do?
I hope it ain't no emotions for real until after the game, until like the buzzer. But I mean, for real, I'm just gonna try to stay in the moment, but also take in the moment and live in the moment because it's gonna be something I remember forever. And I'm never gonna get that moment back. And then I know that throughout my college career, I've never taken the time to actually like take in a moment or like celebrate or be happy about the game. It's always like what's next instead of enjoying what you accomplished. But after the game tomorrow, I'll be able to just set everything aside and just look back and be grateful.
Yeah, like you said, I hope it ain't no crazy emotions going on before the game, stuff like that, because we still got a job to do, which is win tomorrow. But like I said, it's something that we play for, it's something that we reach our goals to. You got a lot of people that didn't want it done, stuff like that. We had our last year of college where I feel like this is one of our best years overall, like as a man, as a player, that we overcome a lot of adversity. Of course, we're not having the result of the year that we wanted to, but we still got an opportunity to make a run, and that's what we're reaching for. So no matter how things go tomorrow, no matter how emotional everybody's going to be during it or before it, but we still got a job to do, which is win. After the game, of course, you get to sit back and just realize, like, man, like, I'm a Cornhusker. It's something that I embrace, something I love to be, something I always going to consider home. And, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, it's grateful for me and Brice to even come back here, stuff like that for last year. So, I'm just going to say thank you to everybody, to stay in Nebraska, just for, bringing me in, just loving me for who I am, and just embracing me out all the aspects for sure. So, tomorrow's going to be a big day for a lot of people, but at the same time, it's still going to be one hell of a day for Nebraska sports for sure.
when you guys look back on your legacy here, you obviously got the program back to the NCAA tournament last year, and like you said, you're still fighting for that this year. Just how important has that aspect been of your time here in Lincoln?
It's been something that last year going to the NCAA tournament, even though we fell short, it was an experience that I never experienced before. I know that's different for Juwan, but just seeing everybody rally behind you, you doing things you dreamed of as a kid, playing on the court. Just being there is an accomplishment itself. Not everybody talks about it, but just being there was an accomplishment, and it was a big deal.
Yeah, making it to the tournament is something that you always dream for. Growing up as a kid, you always watching March Madness, be like, man, I can't wait to be in them shoes. And last year was one of the first times in many years that Nebraska got in them shoes again. And like Brice said, we fell short, but just seeing how happy everybody was just to get there, like just seeing the environment of Memphis, like you couldn't tell me you couldn't see no other thing but this red in Memphis for sure. Like just the facility that we was playing in was just packed out. You would thought we still back as a PBA, but just to feel how everybody joy of just seeing us make it there. Just imagine us just winning that first game. It's gonna be like a whole parade going on. So that's what we ready for. That's what just to cut them ties for sure. Like we know we could get there, but just giving them that hump just to win that first game, it's gonna be something special. To where once they win that first game, I feel like anything could happen at that point. You know, anything's gonna sky the limit. So I feel like when we win that first game in the tournament and we get there, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for sure.
Juwan, a while back, Fred said if you had told him when you first got here that you'd be one of kind of the main voices on a team, and he's not sure he would have believed you. How have you? I guess what's gone into that development for you of being more of a talker, being more of a vocal guy?
Just trusting my teammates. I would say growth for sure. Without these guys, I would never be comfortable just to be myself. You know, that person who gotta talk for sure. Like I would say, I would get courtesy to all my teammates, you know, to let me just be myself. Like you don't got no guys who actually, you know, back talking and stuff like that when I'm actually like trying to lead them. Because today we all got the same job, which is win basketball games here. So, you know, me using my voice is not me to, you know, down somebody or you know, give them somebody. But like, nah, I'm actually here to help people because I know a lot of people help me too. So, you know, I can understand why Fred said he wouldn't believe me like my first year here because I wasn't that type of dude to even, you know, correct somebody over use my voice. But over the time, you know, he trusted me, and you know, that's one thing that I needed. I just need somebody to trust me. You know, of course, there came a time that I did not want to talk, but it's no days that I can not go out and practice and have a bad practice but not talk. I can have a bad practice, but just a bad practice in silence is a worst day for me. So, you know, that's one person I could say that trusted me and believed in me, according to the team and you know, other coaches too. But you know, him trusting me now in my last year is something that I'm actually blessed for. Because in the day, I can use my voice not only in basketball, but I use my voice outside of basketball. It's like I go to a kids game or something like that, or go somewhere in public, I can also just be comfortable just to speak to somebody about basketball. I know every time somebody asks me a question, it's about basketball, so I'm actually comfortable doing that. So I would definitely say thank you to Fred to just even trust me to, you know, build my voice to what it is today.
Brice, you've only been here for 2 years, but your name's already all over the program record books. I guess when you look back just over a year ago when you announced your decision to return, has that decision played out? I know that the team success has been up and down, but just for you personally, your experience this season, has it been what you had hoped it would be going into this year?
Yeah, it's been everything I hoped. It's been everything I hoped for it to be.
They going crazy out there. Gymnastics, baby, yeah.
It's been everything I hoped for it to be, with the ups and downs. But I mean, it goes into my story. You know, the ups and downs make you stronger. It shows your toughness and your resilience, and it really brings out your true character. So I mean, even though you know we dropped a few games, we still have a forward outlook. But yeah, it's been everything I wanted it to be. Nothing short of amazing. I mean, the good and the bad. Being in the record books, being in all these talks, it's all great, and it's actually like, you know, a good accomplishment. Something you. It's a dream. It's like a personal goal. So I'm happy about it. But I'm just still ready to see what we have left.
Juwan, you mentioned you guys could still make a run. How have you seen the team reset since Ohio State and just focus, like Brice says, on being forward-looking at what can happen now the rest of the way?
I told, like, after the game of Ohio State, nobody head dropped. I would definitely say that that's a big step for us. You know, you can see a couple guys, you know, down themselves after a loss, you know, after a 2-point loss, stuff like that. But we fought to the end. We played 50 minutes of basketball. Like, that's something that I never did before in college. I never went to a double overtime at all. So, you know, of course we fell short. You know, of course we didn't agree on some calls, and of course we didn't agree on a lot of things during the game. But one thing I did give credit to is how we kept fighting. You know, we could have lost in the regulation. We could have lost in the first overtime, but we didn't at all. We came back, just kept fighting, no matter how the game was going. So, you know, the reset happened right after the game. I would definitely say that. You know, it didn't happen the day afterward. You know, it happened like right after the game for sure. Because people know, like, we dropped this one, but we know what we're capable of. Like, of course, we got to come back and fix the little things, stuff like that. So, like Brice said, we still looking forward towards this NCAA run for us. Guys still going hard every day in practice, no matter what the outcome is or anything right now. So I'll definitely give props to all the guys that still contribute to, you know, this road journey that we still on, and I feel like we're going to fulfill it for sure.